Welcome to episode 39 of the Seasoned BBQ Show.
Yeah, mate. Who's bringing in the intro this week? Not Pickle Me Elmo by the look of him.
What the fuck is that, by the way?
More on that later, bro.
Okay, let's have a listen here.
What's up, everybody? It's that cheeky white native making everybody rub one out from New Zealand. Steph the Mouldy, a.k.a. Steph the Mouldy if you're Australian, and you are watching the Seasoned BBQ Show. Get it?
Fuck yeah, Steffi.
What a legend. So for those that don't know, Steph is a pitmaster based out of New Zealand, and he's probably one of New Zealand's most popular pitmasters.
Yeah, mate. He's got a big following on the social medias. He's based up there in the Naughty North, and not just barbecue either. He does a lot of live fire cooking and just really likes to simplify a lot of things and use a lot of native ingredients. But yeah, Steph the Mouldy from the Naughty North. Thanks, brother.
Okay. When he actually said in Australian, it sounded exactly the same as it was in New Zealand. Why is that?
Say stiff.
Stiff.
Say mouldy.
Mouldy.
There you go. You just said it in Maori.
Okay. All right. What a legend. Thanks for sending that in, mate. So what is in this episode?
Righto, mate. We've got some sexy gibbers hot sauce. We've got too much information creeping into our mailbox. Jay's Fight Club. This is a new segment. It's going to keep going for the next couple of weeks, and I'm steering clear of it. And we've also got some harissa lamb on Cook of the Week.
Perfect. All right. You want some of this sauce?
Yeah, bro. Hit me with that one.
So it's 50 Shades of Jalapeno by Jibbers. What are you going to do? Suck it back while we're filming?
Yeah, mate. I just want to taste it. I love myself a bit of hot sauce. So Jibber and BDSM, which is Big Don Smoked Meats. This is their collaborative sauce. 50 Shades of Jalapeno, red jalapeno and lime. So you start talking about your controversial list, mate, and I'm going to start going into this beautiful hot sauce.
Okay. We're going to do a thing. Well, I'm going to do a thing, but it is the top 50 most influential people in barbecue today. So we're going to publish this list and count down the top 50 on the show 5 at a time for the next 10 weeks.
Fuck yeah, it's going to be a ride.
Then the secret that I've got is once we get to number 1, I'm going to publish on our website, underseason.com, the top 150. So while we were trying to put together this list of top 50, I couldn't get it under 50, and I felt bad because there's so many influential people in barbecue that I couldn't do a top 50. Originally, I thought I'd do a top 10, and I'm like, can't do that. It's got to be a top 50. I'm up to 150 plus on this list at the moment. So when we get to number 1, we'll publish the entire top 150.
Yeah, it's going to be like at the end of a barbecue competition there where you only figure out the top 10 through when they call the names out, then everyone scrambles at the leaderboard to figure out how they fared. That's what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
We're on a run to the website after the top 50 and they didn't get the call up.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room. What makes us or me qualified to come up with this list? And I've got to say, not fucking much. Okay.
The fact that he's got the balls to fucking do it.
So I'm going to say, just wait till we publish the 150 list before you judge me. So I feel like it's going to be thought out, and we're going to go through what the criteria is next week so that people understand. But I would just say, hold off your thoughts until we get to the end, and then, you know, if you feel like I've got it wrong, feel free to judge me.
It needs a little graphic down the bottom there that says, according to Joe. And if you don't make the list, do better.
All right, let's get into our fuck up of the week, and this one was posted by Jar258696, and he says, "Never a dull moment." Now, I'm going to make sure the volume's up because this gets hectic. Let's watch.
Told you. No, don't kick it. Stop. Don't kick it. Stop. Give me water. Stop. Fire extinguisher. Stop.
Oh my God.
Whatever he's pulling is leaking more fire.
There's so many gas cylinders. Oh, that guy was ballsy.
At least it's a concrete floor.
Yep.
Jesus.
Water hose. He got it right here.
That's why I usually have the extinguisher a bit closer.
God damn it. Okay, it looks like it's some sort of indoor-outdoor kitchen, but it's got a roof on it and it's caught on fire, and then somehow it's been next to what looks to be an accelerant, which is spread right across the floor, and it just so happens they've got 4 or 5 like LPG tanks full of gas sitting right in the flames, and somebody's had to like grab them before they explode.
Yeah, that's it. It looks as if whatever has been the accelerant was in near the fire, and everywhere he's pulled it out, it's just left a trail of destruction.
I'm going to say it would be a container of oil. Do you think?
I reckon something along those lines, but yeah.
But as he's tried to move it, it's just spread the accelerant, which is on flames, right the way through this kitchen. And that got out of hand real quick.
Plenty of guys standing around too.
Why is it the common denominator of all of these fires we've seen, or food-related fires, are always blokes?
Well, you could almost put these on the website of why women live longer than men.
All right, let's move on to our dishes of the week. And this one was sent in to us by Tim Mayeb. And he says, amazing lamb, low and slow, smoked and then braised North African style. And what are we looking at?
This is what I like to call a bit of harissa lamb there, mate. And he's got it, looks like he's pre-smoked the lamb and then he's thrown it in that big pot of broth and probably finished it all in the smoker together. And you can just, that's going to get so tender.
So you're right. It is harissa and Moroccan spiced lamb, smoked over red gum, and then braised in a homemade lamb stock, passata, and African smoked spiced broth in quinoa. That was a mouthful, but it looks smashing.
Yeah, and you can see here what he's done is he's got the broth underneath the lamb by the look of it. So while it's smoking away, any juices that's going to drip out of that meat is going to flavour that broth.
Well, he said it was 4 hours in the smoke and then 3 hours in the braise, and he cooked it on the Jared Stretch, which is a type of smoker.
Yeah, it's a Pro Q, isn't it?
No, the Jared Stretch is a home-built barbecue out of Western Australia.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So just visually, it's pretty cool, right?
Fuck yeah, it looks good.
I love lamb.
Same.
Like, I'm so disappointed that America hasn't got into lamb because it cooks pretty much just like pork and it's delicious.
No, it's more for us, mate.
But when you smoke it, it just transcends it.
Yeah, that's it. It really does absorb the smoke well too.
Okay, pizza.
Fuck yeah.
Dr. Dough Pizza. I think they're based inside a brewery in Brentford in the United Kingdom, and they say reserve your 18-inch dough for guaranteed pizza, or walk-ins are welcome, first come, first served until they sell out. And I can see why they sell out because this pizza looks astonishing.
Fucking amazing. It looks like a bit of a pepperoni pie there, and yeah, bit of basil, bit of parmesan shredded over the top there, and I'm happy about it.
Okay. I don't know much about this pizza. They actually gave no background, but it's got all the right things going on. There's a really good char around the edge there. Those bubbles are all nice and black. It looks like it's got pepperoni. He's using what looks to be hot honey on the top here. But other than that, I don't really know much. Look at the size of those bubbles.
Yeah, they're good, bro.
And then it looks like he's shaved a bit of fresh parmesan, would you say?
Yep, definitely.
It's a great looking pie.
So good.
We've got to start a countdown of top pies, top pizzas, top burgers, top tacos.
Well, we're going to start cooking more now we've got the Gosney.
Rightio. This is your challenge. Can you do something similar to this?
One day. I've got to work my way up, mate, because I have not cooked too many pizzas from scratch.
So for me, as long as that undercarriage is like stiff and crispy and charry, then this ticks all my boxes for a pizza.
Fuck yeah, as long as it's getting cooked on a nice hot stone base, mate, I reckon he's ticked those boxes.
Well, it looks smashing, so well done to them. So this one here was posted by Mason Varro, and it says, today we cut you a slice of tradition. It looks like half a football.
It does. It looks like you've just gone and kicked the soccer ball on the freshly mown wet grass. But wow, I would absolutely demolish that.
So it says, this is our parsley ham, a classic. It's a generous piece of ham, slowly cooked, combined with the freshness of parsley in a light, fragrant jelly. I'm not a fan of these big jelly pie things, but this is one I could really get into, I think.
Yeah, I reckon. You can't really knock it till you've tried it, though.
So they use a much fancier word, but basically what they are is a delicatessen in France. And they have 5 stores around Paris. They've also got stores in Spain, Belgium, and Luxembourg. And this is the sort of food that they're cooking.
So good. They love their cured meats and their terrine style, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think the one on the right there is pig and pistachio.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
My mouth's watering.
Yeah. We'll leave that to the experts, though. It's not going on the menu.
No, I think there's a real art to this and a real tradition and heritage, and this is not something that you just sort of get on YouTube and watch a couple of influencers and then decide you're going to cook this at home.
Yeah, that's it. There's not too much backyard charcuterie happening, but for good reason.
Okay, we're going to move on here. This one was posted by Brushland Eating.
Steak frites. Fuck yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw it first too. Steak frites, like winner every day of the week, right? But the reason that made me pull it up a little bit is because I know how much you love a steak frites. And it says last night's beef supper, it's actually steak, skirt steak, but it's with shingled slices of heart as well.
Even better.
And then it's shamelessly drenched in peppercorn sauce and flanked by the tallow French fries.
Fuck yeah.
So you go the heart?
Yeah, bloody oath I would.
Right.
Mate, I'm not scared of the chicken hearts. You are.
Well, I'd probably still give it a go, but I'd probably push all the heart off to the side.
He
because
just wouldn't tell you.
I'm a wuss. Well, if you didn't tell me, I'd probably eat it. Really well done dish, though. It looks pretty good.
So good.
That looks like a proper peppercorn sauce, too.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, it'd have some bite too with the pepper berries, but yeah, bring it.
And those fries, chips, whatever you want to call them, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, bloody oath.
We've featured so many, like, sun-cooked, not even
Blanched.
blanched chips. So to see some good ones is a treat for us here on the show.
That's it.
Okay, let's move on to failed or nailed.
Fuck,
Now-
that's what I thought that all was.
No, that was just our dishes
That
of the
was
week.
just all nailed.
Yes. So this is getting good because people are starting to send these into us. They
Nailed.
want to know. So it was sent in to us by The Grill Spot, and he says, here's a failed or nailed for you guys. Cooked this brisket on Friday. He cooked it 4 hours unwrapped and then 3 hours wrapped, and then he rested it for 17 hours. Now, you've already called this nailed, and I'm guessing it's because it looks like it's seasoned pretty well. It also looks like he's trimmed it really well.
Yeah, it does look like someone that knows what they're doing has got it to this stage already. And yeah, I just reckon it's nailed. It's just got that aura about
Now,
it.
it looks like he's cooking this in maybe a WSM or a...
Or a drum of some sort.
Yeah. So he doesn't have a big smoker. He's got a little drum where he's got a WSM, but he's trimmed it great. You've said it's nailed. And this is the reveal. So you said it was nailed. Let's watch him get it out of the foil here. It's got a bit of jiggle to it.
Yeah, still got that jiggle.
It's got a nice bark too.
Bloody oath it does. Especially something that's been sort of stewing away in its own moisture for the last 17 hours. But yeah, good looking knife.
Doing the reveal here. I'm excited. Cut right down the middle.
Bit of
Point from the
resistance.
flat.
Woo.
Yeah, he's done good.
He was nervous. He had to get in there and check first before the camera came right in.
He actually does say, he goes, the nerves were real. I was really excited about how it was going to turn out. But he's done a really good job here. It looks like that rest has paid off. Now, it's becoming all the rage now to rest your briskets for more than a couple of hours. So the traditional method that I suppose a lot of people follow is you wrap it in a towel, you leave it in the foil, you put it in a cooler, and you rest it for maybe 3 or 4 hours. But a lot of what's happening in Texas at the moment, and a lot of what people are doing it at home now, is resting it for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours plus at a really low temperature.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really resting, is it? Because I mean, you're holding it at a low temp, so it's just sort of stalling it. I mean, resting means to take it completely off the heat, but what they've proved is with the holding it at, you know, that 65 Celsius, it actually just helps finish it along and just holds it at that perfect temperature.
Do you reckon it kind of helps the fats let go a little bit more?
It could do. I mean, I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that a lot of people, you know, the gatekeeping is not being done so much anymore, and a lot of people are coming out and saying the secret is the hold, and it just means that you can have more brisket readily available. I mean, if you've got a warming cabinet full of brisket and you're not waiting for it to come off the smoker, then that's a real win for your organisation.
Cool. All right, moving on. Quick draw McGraw.
Failed.
Yes!
I've broken it.
Ah, yes!
Jay's finally broken my prerequisite of pizza always being a nail.
So I've finally broken you, and I think I've done it with the most vulgar pizza I think I've ever seen here. It was posted by Alex Waldrop, and it says, I consider myself pretty open-minded about pizza. Pineapple on pizza? Controversial, but I'll survive. So this is a Swedish creation, apparently. It's bananas and peanuts, just casually existing on a pizza together with cheese and pizza sauce. looks like, is that feta on there too or something?
I'm more disappointed with the feta or perhaps tofu than I am with the peanuts and the banana.
If that is tofu, then this is the world record worst pizza ever.
That's it. Look, if you got rid of the tomato base and had a honey base with peanuts and banana, you would have nailed it with a dessert pizza, even Nutella. But the fact that it's not even sweet and savoury, it's just fucked.
He says apparently this is normal in Sweden.
Okay. We'll rub
Is it
Sweden
Swedish
off the
pizza?
list.
We just lost all our Swedish subscribers. All right, moving on. I've broken you.
You
I've
have.
done well. Okay, ready?
Go. Nailed.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It is pretty good.
So it was posted by Bagel Belly, and he says, this is the best brisket I have ever made, and visually it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nailed. I mean, he's got a beautiful smoke ring. You can just see it's not even a moving picture, but you can see those, I guess, that texture of the brisket there sort of breaking away from itself. The intramuscular fat's been rendered perfectly, and I'm happy about it.
It's got great colour. It looks like great brisket, but he says, I'm not eating it.
Oh, what happened? He's a vegan.
He says, best brisket I've made yet, and I'm not eating it. That's
Tell
a
me
pretty
more.
controversial statement, isn't it?
What happened?
So he says his daughter was sent home from daycare because she got sick, and about an hour into him cooking that brisket, it hit him too. And he says this is the trim that he did, which looks fantastic. He said it was the best I've ever trimmed a brisket, and he used a new rub concoction. He did a foil boat. He said his smoking wood was nice and dry. The smoker burned hot and clean. The probe went through like butter, like he's ticked all the boxes. And then he took a bite. He says, it was the best brisket I've ever tried. Then immediately I felt like I had to vomit, so I had to go to bed. Happy Father's Day to me.
So I hope no one ate it, because if he's been carrying that gastro bug, he's potentially put it all over the food.
Well, he says his wife cut it up for him and he had to go to bed because he was sick. So hopefully she's put it away and maybe they'll just reheat that out of it.
Yeah.
Well, they're all sick anyway.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I've seen it happen Christmas 2024, bro.
All right. Well, it's a great looking brisket. I'm not sure what's happened to it, but yeah, unfortunately he got sick before it was ready and took one bite and went to bed.
That's it.
Okay. Next, reserve your judgment. It's pretty bad already though, isn't it?
It's not looking great.
So it was posted by Silver Fox 73, and he says, this is my first brisket, so please take that into account. What we're looking at here is a lot of what looks to be white smoke coming out of a smoker. He goes, I thought it turned out well. The wife really liked it. This is...
It's not looking any better.
Well, it's not too bad, right? It looks like he's got a very light rub on there. I mean, keep in mind, this is his first brisket, right? My first brisket didn't turn out at all, let alone be edible. So we need to go a bit easy on him here. The brisket looks like it's got some nice marbling through it. It does look like a little bit of a weird colour, like almost like he's brined it or something.
Yeah, it looks like he could have trimmed it up a bit more too, but also too, it looks like he's burned in that brand new barbecue. It looks pretty clean. You've got heaps of ash in there, but yeah.
Right. Well, this is the next shot that he took. It's starting to look like it's getting some bark. He has a foil boat underneath it full of water. I'm not quite sure why, because I don't think that water would get hot enough, but he does have a probe in there. So that's the important thing. He's got a probe in the brisket. Next, this is the outcome.
That's medium rare. It's a reverse brisket. The smoke ring's on the inside and there's nothing on the outside.
I don't want to laugh. I feel like this is a Specsavers ad where like the guy needs glasses and he's looking at his probe, but he can't quite read what it is because he needs glasses. And he thought it was 205, but it was really 105.
Well, that's the thing. He would have been using Celsius because it's only the US that doesn't. And I reckon what's happened is he's read it out as 105 Fahrenheit and he's pulled it off when it should have been 100 Celsius.
Yeah, I think he's done something wrong here. He said his wife liked it, right? But looking at the pictures, it is a medium rare brisket. And brisket needs to be cooked right through to over 200 Fahrenheit to make that fat kind of like melt. But this is medium rare.
That's it. But as far as the wife situation goes, you've got yourself a keeper, mate, if she's supporting you through this.
So the sad part is, after he posted these photos, he hasn't really posted on Reddit anymore.
Well, he won't post now after seeing this.
No, well, he didn't get very good comments on Reddit either. So I think it was something that he was quite proud of. He might have realised he'd made a mistake. But the one thing I will point out is this is your first brisket, mate. They all end in disaster for the most part. Anyone who's been in barbecue for any length of time has had disasters in brisket.
There's
Brisket's
two
a
types.
bitch of a thing.
That's it. There's two types of people. Those who have fucked up a brisket and those that are lying.
That's right. You are 100% right. So Silver Fox, hopefully you come back and give it another crack and maybe cook it to temp.
Just send it harder next time.
Yep. Okay, products. We've haven't featured some products on the show for a while, but we've got a couple this week. This one was sent to us by the one and only Mike Johnson. And what do you think this is?
Well, knowing that Mike Johnson is a very beautiful man, I reckon this is a hair curler.
Okay, he says, have you guys heard of this? I've had a couple of people send it to me and ask if it was weak to use one, but I'd totally use it, is what he says. Do you want to know what it does?
Yes, please. Of course it is. It's a rib remover.
So it's called the Rib Mem Pro. It's a stainless steel rib membrane removal toolkit.
I thought it was pulling the actual ribs out, but no, it's just the membrane ripper.
That's all it does. Is you get it underneath it with the tool, you latch on, and then it rips the membrane off the back. I mean, personally, I just use a paper towel.
Paper towel's heaps cheaper, bro.
I've never had a problem with using a paper towel. The only time I've ever had a problem is when I have no paper towel. But I guess if you like your gadgets, this one might do the trick.
Well, if you're doing 150 racks of ribs a day too, this would come in handy.
It probably would. So it's called the Rib Mem Pro, and you can pick it up on Amazon.
That's it. I thought it was a bone remover at the start there. I was like, oh, we could make a McRib.
We need to make one of them one day.
We will.
Okay, moving on. This one was sent into us, into the studio, a bit of mail, and it's Jibbers hot sauce. And I've got to say, from the outset, the packaging looks absolutely fantastic.
Chuck us that one. I started the first one. It was delicious.
So that's a confit garlic buffalo sauce.
Sounds freaking amazing.
So they've also got a red jalapeno and lime and a hot honey. Now, you tried the red jalapeno. You liked it?
Loved it.
Okay.
Good flavours. Not too hot.
So I was going to say that we should keep these in the studio and you might see them on an upcoming recipe, but you're going to give them a go right now live.
Come on. Let's jam it in there. Yeah, that's real good. Chuck us that honey, bro.
So that's the confit garlic buffalo, and this is the hot honey.
Hot honey, squeeze me. And yeah, Jay's mind was blown when he realised hot honey was honey with chili in it.
I didn't expect it, and it hit me. But I've got to say, first and foremost, that artwork on the labels is really cool.
Yeah, I actually came across Jibbers hot sauce purely through the art. I think I follow the artist that makes it. So, yeah, cool packaging goes a long way.
And where are they based out of?
Western Australia. Oh, that's good too. 3 out of 3. Fuck yeah. Straight through the big sticks.
Rightio. Thanks, guys, for sending that in, and you'll see this featured on some recipes later in future episodes.
Bloody oath.
Okay, rate my platter. This one's all down to you.
Of course
so
it is.
People have been sending in their platters of barbecue from around the world and asking you, Simon Luxton, to rate them. You got to give them a score.
The barbecue expert too, you know.
Okay. Boom.
Fuck yeah, that looks amazing. How's the variety?
Yeah, so let me go through some of this stuff here before you give it a rating. It was sent in to us by Louise Rivaz, and he says, my spread at Ribs Smoke and Grill in Mexico, can you rate it? And it looks fantastic. He says, this is more than Tex-Mex. This is Mex-Tex.
Fucking oath it is. It's spectacular.
So this is some video. He says, we do Texas-style barbecue with Mexican flavors. We use American meats. We use US 16 mesh black pepper from Fiesta. Our smash burgers are American style, but where it takes the twist here a little bit is that croissant you can see there. That's an Oklahoma smash burger, but with onions and jalapenos in the mix to give it some heat. And those deep-fried empanadas, they're filled with brisket and cheese or pulled pork and cheese.
Fucking hell. This
That's
is the best platter we've ever had sent. I'm just going to go out and say that's straight
a big
away.
call.
Fuck, I'm just trying to gauge what we've said before, what the scores I've previously given. Look, I'm going to have to give this one an 8.9. I still got to save room at the top.
Well, there's not really much to critique, is there? I mean, it's a pretty great-looking platter of barbecue. The brisket looks smashing. The pork ribs look smashing. The sides look great. He's got a lot of creativity in his little side dishes there, especially that smash burger croissant.
Yeah, I love the creativity going on there too.
Right, we're going to put the big score up, boom, right on the top. It's going to be a
8.9.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. Still room for more though.
It deserves it though, doesn't it?
That's it. It starts to get real hard to climb that last little peak though.
Okay, so this is Luis. He's from Monterrey in Mexico. He says, I started barbecue 14 years ago. He goes, I usually do competitions. I've gotten a third place overall at the Houston World Rodeo Championship, which is one of the big competitions in the States. He came second overall in Sweden, and he's had other top 10s at other world championships, but this looks like his crew here, and that platter it's the highest ranked platter we've done yet.
Bloody oath it is. I love that mural too. It looks fucking cool.
Yeah, so really cool. So we appreciate you sending that platter into us, and Sigh has become the default platter barbecue raterer in the country.
I'm the Tasmanian Daniel Vaughan.
So I think we've rated 3 of these platters. So if you've got one and you're pretty proud of it, send it in and we're going to rate it. But that's number 1 now.
It is number 1.
That's the benchmark.
That's it. Fucking send them in.
Okay, we've got some mail.
This gets pretty spicy.
So do you remember a few episodes ago we were talking about cutting up chilies and then going to the toilet to do a number 1 as a male?
Yes.
So you put those few things together, I think you know what's going to happen here, right? It's 30 minutes of discomfort.
Spicy PP.
But you said you did it with a...
Carolina Reaper powder.
And then what did you remedy it
I
with?
had to dunk my junk in some milk, bro.
So I thought that was one of the most wildest things I've ever heard, but you're not alone.
I've been eclipsed.
So I am not going to tell anyone who this is because he's actually a really well-known pitmaster, and he says, I actually put my thing into a can of sour cream after Scotch bonnets, which are bloody hot, right?
Yeah.
He goes, I then told that story at a table full of friends while serving baked potatoes and sour cream. So sour cream, not even milk. He put it into sour cream.
I don't know. It'd probably work better.
You reckon?
Maybe. I don't know. I never want to know. I never want to go through that again, bro. Like, fuck.
All right. Well, through the power of AI, I've recreated that scene for him of what the other people were feeling like when hearing that story.
Is this like a ball-shaped dent in the middle of the sour cream there? Okay, and completely unrelated, if you've got a funny story on this topic, send it in. I've got some 4-packs to give away of Dark Side of the Grill's rubs, so you'll get 4 different rubs, and the funniest stories, I've got about 6 to give away. So, yeah, Dark Side of the Grill, Mel Schmiller Jr. from Canada.
Right, but nothing to do with that particular story.
Nothing to do with this story, no, completely unrelated.
Okay, moving on. Lachlan Hammond, he'd reached out to us in the DMs and he says, hey boys, I'm headed to Kansas City in September for a Chiefs game. Lucky bugger. He goes, any recommendations for the best barbecue there? Love the show. Cheers, Lachlan. Now, I've got to admit, I've been to a lot of barbecue places in America, but I have never, ever been to Kansas City.
I reckon if he's going to a Chiefs game, probably one of the best experiences he'll have is if he goes to a tailgate before the game.
Yeah, but I think you've got to know people. That's the tough part about a tailgate, right, is because it's so cool at an NFL game to be out in the car park and everyone's cooking up, but you've kind of got to know people. If you don't, there's not really food vendors out there. Well, not that I saw anyway.
Yeah, true. Maybe there's a market there for a bit of a tailgate vendor situation.
I like the idea of that. So we reached out to some good friends. Paul Patterson said you've got to go to Meet Mitch. Paul Patterson is a really good pitmaster out of New Zealand. And Lance Rosen, who's a great pitmaster out of Australia, he says, and bear with me, Q39, Slaps, Joe's, Arthur Bryant's, or Gates if you want some old school vibes, Harp Barbecue, and Danny Edwards.
There's your list right there, bro.
If you get through that, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, that's it. But also, too, that's coming from experience, too, because Lance has got a whole book, The Temple of Barbecue, from doing said road trips.
Yeah. And if I've got to say one thing, I have met the guy from Slaps, and he was a legend. So if you can only pick one, make it Slaps.
There you go.
Okay. That's cool.
That's fucking real cool. I saw this come up on my social media the other day and immediately followed the artist to this piece of work.
So it was sent to us by Bogline Smokers, and I think there might be a smoker company based out of Canada.
Yeah, Bogline. We usually got them out the front of the toilets at Meat Stock. I was nearly going to comment that. I'm like, what's so funny about this? We've got bog lines out the front of the Portaloo every time at Meat Stock.
All right. It was sent in to us and it says, I know you guys appreciate barbecue art by actual humans. So this is not AI generated. It's another wicked design from the talented Jeff Hotrod. He says, I can't wait to see this on some shirts and stickers.
Yeah, that's it. I started following this guy, as I said, after I saw this, and he is a Hot Rod OG, man. He's got some fucking cool stuff out there.
Well, it's a great looking design, and all the better that it's not done by AI.
That's exactly right.
I just don't think you could create that with AI.
No, I mean, it'd get pretty close, but there'd be clunky bits, and yeah, fuck AI.
Well, we appreciate you sending this in to us, and we need some of this merch, right?
We do, mate. We need some bogline tees.
Yeah, send them in. Okay, so speaking of art, you're an artist, and this is a really cool design that you've done for what I would say is one of the best pitmasters out of New Zealand.
Yeah, that's it. This is for the husband and wife team, Rich and Shani from Far Q, based out of Auckland. This one's actually a bit of a throwback, and there's a bit of a nod in this one to, remember back in the 90s, there used to be a film clip by a band called Green Jelly called The Three Little Pigs. It was like a claymation, and at the end, the big bad wolf picks on the pigs, and they call up Rambo, and Rambo comes and shoots him. Little pig, let me in.
I was wondering what Rambo was doing up there, but now I know.
Yeah, so anyway, they wanted me to recreate the scene where the pigs actually get hold of the wolf and Rambo sits back and waits for a feed. But yeah, this was done a few years ago, but they're revisiting this, and I resent them the art file of this a couple of months ago, and they're going to get this on some fresh merch coming soon.
Yeah, well, you've done a great job of highlighting the light coming up off the fire onto the pigs, I reckon.
And yeah, he's found a good insert point there to take the internal temperature of the wolf.
Is that going to be an accurate read through there, you reckon?
66 Celsius, mate. I think so. It's about done.
Okay, let's move on. We've got some talking points. We've got a bit of conversation pieces.
Yep, let's go.
Do you remember this big pink smoker? Apparently it's the biggest smoker in all of Latin America. Do you remember it? We talked about it on the show a little while ago.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful bit of kit.
So it's owned by Tiago Cardoso. And this is another video of him on a treadmill here turning what looks to be a Ferris wheel of pork, or pretending to anyway. But he sent us a bit of an update about his barbecue journey, and he sent us this photo. So he says the pink smoker, it's fixed to the smokehouse. It's too big to move due to its weight, but he has another 320-gallon purple and gold smoker that he uses for events and barbecue competitions, but he tows it with a Trike.
So sick.
So it's a motorbike tricycle. And just to prove it, he sent us in the video of him towing this thing around Brazil.
Yeah, reckless. Helmet not done up. It's the Post Malone of barbecue.
What an absolute champion. So he is driving this trike down the road, towing what it would be a pretty bloody heavy smoker, right?
Fucking oath it would.
And
You'd want to have good brakes too.
It's like a Prince-inspired barbecue because it's purple and gold. He's got a helmet on that looks like it's too small for him, but it's not even done up. And he is macking down the road there in Brazil towing this smoker.
And the thing is, he's in Brazil. He's probably not even remotely close to being considered crazy.
No, this is normal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And just to prove that he does use this smoker, I found some pictures, and this is it fully loaded here. It looks like some porchettas.
Yeah, a heap of porchettas in there. Looks like a bit of a Thor's hammer up the back there too.
And he's
Some
got
shanks.
He's got the other side loaded with what looks to be half chickens, maybe pork ribs, and some Boston butts.
Fuck yeah.
So you probably couldn't get away with this anywhere else in the world, but in Brazil, they don't have a lot of rules over there.
No, that's it. But, you know, they don't fuck around too much either. So I guess a short leash is not always a good thing.
No, they do have fun. Okay, moving on to some Pitbuilders now. So we were tagged in this video here, and it's from Double Barrel Metalworks. And these are what they are calling Bugatti doors. So by looks of things, you kind of just lift them a little bit and these doors automatically open.
Yeah, the hydraulics are doing the work for them. So, yeah, work smarter, not harder. But you just want to make sure that those hydraulics were set so that they didn't just automatically open the doors halfway through a cook. But it looks as if they got to be, it's just a bit of an assistance thing. So you actually got to pull the door up to activate it.
Well, I've never seen it before.
No.
This is the first automatic door smoker I've ever seen, and it ain't a small smoker.
How would the hydraulics go, though, with getting hot?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. Don't know
I'm
the
not
answer
a
to the
pit
question.
builder, so...
Well, he's doubled down on this automation as well, and this is a smoker box with a temperature controller. So it lets the air in and out to automatically maintain the temperatures. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this on a smoker that big.
Yeah, definitely. I guess it's just a commercial grade ink bird, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So
Or
I think
a smart fire, those little fan ones.
Yeah, so it's one of those controllers that you put on your barbecue and it either lets more air in or stops air from coming in, which maintains your temperature within the smoke chamber. So not only have I never seen automatic door opening offset commercial smokers before, but I've never seen one on a commercial smoker that also regulates the firebox.
That's it. I think to the educated ones, it's commonly known as a thermostat.
Yes, that's true. But he has retrofitted it to quite a large
He's
barbecue here.
fucking, yeah, upstairs for thinking.
So it's double barrel metalworks, and I think he's got this on the market for 15,000 USD. That's a pretty good
It's a
price.
steal, bro.
Yeah. So Bugatti doors, he's calling them.
So sexy. I love that cherry paint job too.
That's a lot of real estate.
It is.
You know you're pimping when you roll up to a barbecue festival and you just sort of lift your doors and they open up automatically.
That's it. Someone needs to do the Tesla doors.
Oh, yeah, the sideways opening ones, you reckon? All right, so that's really cool. So double barrel metalworks, they're based out of the US. I think this smoker is only 15,000 USD.
That's an absolute steal for the amount of infrastructure that's gone into that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks awesome too with that ruby red paint job.
That's it. The freight would be terrible to get it here, though.
Yeah, but if you're in the States,
Perfect.
I mean, that's a lot of real estate, right?
Fucking oath it is.
Okay, BBQ Backyards. Now, I want you to give me your first impression of what's happening here, and then we're going to follow the photo slideshow to kind of reveal what happens.
Old mate's got caught digging. No, it looks like someone's put a footprint down for what's going to be another concrete slab for what I hope is a barbecue area extension.
So it was posted by Denver Gardner, and he says, just finished my barbecue patio and did my first barbecue yesterday. And I'm going to flick through some of the photos here, but that's a beautiful timber work, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
He's made himself a whole back wall out of timber.
Yeah, it's an upcycled pallet wood by the look of it. Priorities.
He's also got what looks to be a bit of a drum smoker maybe and an offset smoker outside now. So it looks like he's made an extension to his garage there and then just basically made a bit of an outdoor cooking area, but it looks really, really cool. This is it, finished.
Lots of beautiful dry chilies going on there. And yeah, mate, I'd be very happy with that.
So does it work? Is it a good outdoor cooking area? Proof is in the pudding. This is the barbecue that he cooked on his first cook.
Fucking win.
So he made his pit beans from scratch with bacon, jalapeno, onion, and he cooked them in the Dutch oven directly on the smoker. And then that second one over there is jalapeno popper mac and cheese. It's got more bacon and jalapenos and then lots of sour cream and cheese as well. This is the two variations that he did. I think one's the spicy version with the jalapeno, but that looks absolutely banging, and that's his brisket.
Win, 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 win.
So, look, ticking the boxes of making yourself an outdoor barbecue area that you didn't have before and then cooking up what looks to be some fantastic barbecue on your first cook.
Fucking so good.
Nailed it. Well done. Okay, so moving on to tattoos. Now, we haven't featured tattoos for a little while, but you're a tattoo artist, and I thought this one, it caught my eye anyway. So tell me what's going on here.
Oh, Jesus. Old mate's dedicated his whole chest to his favourite British junk foods by the look of that.
So it was posted by Reverend Thunders. They're based in Wellington in New Zealand, and we're looking at what I would think is a lot of snack food from the United Kingdom or
Yep.
England. And there's packets of chips, there's fizzy drinks, there's biscuits.
You're going to get punched if you call Iron Brew English and not Scottish.
Is it Scottish, is it?
Yeah.
So look, he's dedicated his entire chest here to his favourite snack foods.
That's it.
Is the tattoo well done though?
Look, you're battling with some older sort of skin there. I mean, he's done pretty well with what he's had to work with. And I recently saw a thing online where the British could not comprehend the fact that we have the Lay's chips over here with the same packets as the Walker's crisps. And there, as you can see, their maroon packet is smoky bacon, and they could not believe that we call our maroon chips salt and vinegar. Whole big debate. It blew up the internet over there, but yeah, he's fucking into it.
So he says, this is UK junk food. I had a lot of fun doing this chest piece, some fresh and some new. So is he trying to say that some of these tattoos are older and he's just added to them?
Yeah, so I reckon he's gone the Vimto and the Jaffa Cakes first, then potentially the Iron Brew, and then he's put the packet of crisps underneath to sort of join them up, because that quite often happens when you do a chest. You get one here, then you realise you've got this big discrepancy in the sternum area, which is fucking brutal to get tattooed, by the way. And, he's put the Walker's crisps in the middle there to tie it all together.
Rightio. Well, if I was his partner, I'd be pretty impressed if he pulled his shirt off and he... Dun, 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 dun. He's got a whole chest tattoo full of snacks.
Snack time, baby.
Okay, we're getting towards the end of the episode now, and on the menu, you have cooked something for us. What is it?
Righto, mate. I was inspired by our buddy Shane LeClaire over in the States from Damn Yankee. He recreated the Hurtado Barbecue Texas Twinkies, and I've stolen it straight off him, and I'm doing our version.
Okay, so he stole it from Hurtado, and then you're stealing it from him.
Yes, mate. And but I've given him a nod. I'm using his the Captain Burger beef blend barbecue rub to give it a bit of a twist. What do we got? We got some whole jalapenos, some bacon, some Mexican cheese, cream cheese, leftover brisket, and Damn Yankee beef blend.
So what's happening here?
Righto, so I've taken care. I've got the tiger gloves on, mate, so that I don't have a toilet mishap. And what I've done is I've sliced the jalapenos in half, but the way I've done it is I've gone straight up from the bottom, and then I've left the tops on so that it can hold that cheese in. Then what I've done, I've got the spoon and I've scooped out all the seeds because we don't want that sort of texture going in there. And what I've done too is I've made sure to keep the jalapenos together, because there's nothing worse than when you chop up your jalapenos and you're trying to put odd ends back together. You try and keep them together so that they fit back together. And then in the bowl, I've got a whole packet of softened cream cheese. I've added about a cup of the Mexican blend cheese, about a cup of leftover smoked brisket. And then I've just gone a liberal amount of the Damn Yankee beef blend there. But, I mean, you can use any sort of rub. You don't have to use a rub, but this is what Shane used, so I wanted to keep it pretty authentic. So once that's mixed together, I've smashed it all together with a fork, got it a nice smooth consistency, and then I've put it into the jalapeno halves. Then I've assembled them back together and wrapped them in streaky bacon.
I'm so hungry. Oh, my God.
Delicious. And then what I've done is I've got them outside, got the smoker at about 275, got that ready. Then I've hit it with some JDQ. What one is it? I think it's the spicy garlic blend. So the reason why I did that was I got to meet Josh at Meat Stock Sydney at the same time I met Shane. So yeah, it's like two buddies coming together to perfect this dish for us. So I've given the bacon a liberal coating of that beautiful rub. Smoker's preheated, ready to go. Fed them in there, waved goodbye, smoked them nice and low for about an hour, and bang.
Okay, let's bring them out.
We've got a beautiful assistant today. We've got Fieldy from the Meat Game podcast here with us.
And if you haven't checked it out yet and you're in the meat industry or you're a butcher or just involved in the meat game, then it's the Meat Game podcast. You need to check it out. It's on Spotify, yeah? All right, show me one of these things, will you?
All right, baby, the Texas Twinkie, eh?
That looks really good, bro.
You.
All right, so not forgetting to cheers our food. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Oh, yeah.
They're spicy.
Cream cheese has just burnt my mouth.
They're delicious.
So good, eh?
Well, I have been to Hurtado's. I think the cookbook's behind me here. And I have had their Texas Twinkie, and this is a pretty bloody awesome rendition.
Fuck yeah. I mean, you'd have to be careful with how many of these you smash. We'll finish that later.
Not me.
Jay's all in. Woo! You'll regret that later.
Okay, that was amazing. I feel like I could eat an infinite amount of those things.
I dare you.
It's also like a little bit the spiciness. You know, when you have something spicy and you just sort of want to keep eating to keep the spiciness at bay?
Yep.
That's what it feels like.
It's a sensation. It's a good level.
Love it. Okay, on to our Encore, and you may have spotted something in the show that looks a little bit out of place. This is our Encore photo.
Pickle me, Elmo.
So we talked about this a couple of episodes ago, Now, I don't know much about it, but it was from a thing called Gish, and it's a greatest international scavenger hunt. Now, I know nothing other than people pickled Elmos into jars, and we put the challenge out there for you to do it, and you have. You've succeeded.
I have, mate. I went to Big W a couple of weeks ago and found an Elmo dog chew toy, actually, and I was in the same shop and I tried to squeeze him into a jar, which I ended up breaking and just putting back on the shelf. And I couldn't find a jar big enough. He didn't quite fit into a litre. So I needed about 1.2. Anyway, I had a look in Woolies a couple of weeks ago and I found a 1.2 litre jar full of olives. And it was only $12. So I got the jar and a fuckload of olives, tipped the olives out, tried them, they were rubbish, threw them out. And this is Elmo's new home.
All right, so this is going to take pride of place in the studio, I feel.
He's our new mascot, mate.
Right, the official mascot of the Seasoned BBQ Show.
And he is in actual pickle brine as well.
So we can eat him later?
You could try.
All right, it's been a fun episode.
It has, mate.
We've covered a lot of ground.
Fucking oath we have. We got the big naughty 40 coming up next.
We decided not that long ago that we needed to make these episodes shorter, but it ain't happening.
It's not happening, no.
I feel like 30, let us know, right? Have we started to bore you because these things drag out for too long? Let us know because we're having fun and we're getting through a lot of stuff and we hope you're enjoying it. But at the same time, if you feel like they should be shorter, let us know.
The truth is we can talk shit all day too. So on that note, like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, start a fight, start an argument, make friends, and see you next Tuesday.